It finally happened. Canon officially announced the R6 Mark III earlier today, the camera that's been haunting rumor sites and camera nerds' dreams for months. So no more leaks, no more teasers, no more fake spec lists written by people who can't even spell autofocus. It's real, it exists, and yes, it's already making every R6 Mark II owner feel that familiar burn of buyer's remorse. This whole thing is just my vintage Canon camera from last year. Canon says the R6 Mark III is the next evolution of speed, power, and reliability, which sounds impressive until you realize evolution just means the same animal. But now it can open jars. R6 Mark II owners, you can relax. Your camera is still great. This one just flexes slightly harder at dinner parties. Now let's talk specs. The Mark III has a 32.5 megapixel full frame sensor, up from the Mark II's 24.2. So now when you crop in, you'll feel exactly 32% less shame. Same Digic X processor, but Canon claims a faster readout, even with a higher megapixel count. I'll be interested in seeing just how pronounced the rolling shutter is with the Mark III. Autofocus, the same dual pixel CMOS AF Mark II. It's been tuned to track animals, humans, vehicles, and, well, probably your dignity as you see the new price tag. Oh, and Canon has added something called Register People Priority. Basically, it lets you register up to 10 people in the camera so that it knows who to focus on, like a digital popularity contest. Finally, a feature that ensures your camera loves your friends more than you do. As for burst shooting, 40 frames per second electronic, 12 mechanical, so identical in paper to the Mark II. But Canon promises it's more consistent, whatever that means. Probably less likely to choke when your subject blinks. Here's how it stacks up next to R6 Mark II. The R6 Mark III is basically the Mark II after a few gym sessions. Higher resolution, tiny IBIS boost, CFexpress support, and way better video. If you're a hybrid shooter or you crop like a maniac, it's worth caring about. Otherwise, this is an evolution, not a revolution. The kind of upgrade that just mostly makes your old camera feel slightly inadequate. What about stabilization? Well, in-body stabilization is now up to 8.5 stops, a microscopic bump over the Mark II's 8. Not a revolution, but now you can handheld a telephoto shot during a light earthquake and still brag about it online. The body's been subtly shaped, according to Canon. The R6 Mark III's body is newly engineered for enhanced handling. And after extensive research, I've discovered that newly engineered for enhanced handling means, well, virtually identical ergonomics to the Mark II. Side by side, they are indistinguishable, like identical twins. Except one of them costs more and insists it's better at video. It is. The big change here is the dual card setup. The R6 Mark III now has one CFexpress Type B and one SD slot because nothing says professional like spending as much on memory cards as you did on your first lens. As for video, that's where Canon actually flexed. The R6 Mark III shoots at 7K RAW open gate 3:2 ratio, 7K MP4, and all of the usual 4K and 80p slow-mo flavors. The Mark II topped out at internal 4K 60 and external 6K RAW, so yeah, that's a big step for the hybrid shooters. Also, full HDMI port, to which people will say, Alleluia. Now, let's talk about the cards, battery, and the price. The new LP E6P battery promises improved efficiency, which is great because at this price point it should also make coffee. And yes, it's compatible with the old ones, but Canon would rather you buy the fresh ones for the full experience of regret. But with that CFexpress slot, expect your camera to drain a little bit faster and your wallet much faster. But it accepts the BGR20 battery grip, so you can add another battery and not have to stress about missing the penalty at minute 90. And finally, the price, around $2,800 US for the body only, which is about $300 more than the Mark II launched for. But hey, inflation and self-loathing are both up this year. So the big question is, should you upgrade? If you own the R6 Mark II, ask yourself, do I need 32.5 megapixels, 7K video and a CFexpress slot, or do I just want to feel something again? If it's the latter, congratulations, you are still a photographer. But if you shoot video, crop heavily, and just like to say 7K out loud to Sony users, this is a solid step up. For everyone else, the Mark II is still incredible. So unless you need these upgrades, maybe keep your wallet where it is, or start saving for the R6 Mark IV, which Canon is probably already testing in secret. To sum it up, the R6 Mark III doesn't really reinvent the line, it perfects the middle child. It's more detailed, more capable, slightly more expensive, and just enough better to annoy everyone who bought the last one. So yes, Canon delivered. And yes, we will all buy it anyway, because deep down, what we really love isn't photography. It's justifying new gear. Of course, the clever ones will wait until the used market is overflowing with R6 Mark IIs and pick one for a fraction of the price. Future historians will call them financially literate. And in other news, Canon has also released the RF 45mm f1.2 STM, which is exciting news for anyone who enjoys that. I checked my bank account, it just sent me back a sad emoji. Now I'm drafting my speech to explain to my wife why this lens will finally make me a better person artistically. Anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and let's argue in the comments about, I don't know, dynamic range. And remember, megapixels don't really matter until someone else has more than you. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe.